What's up, folks? It's me, aka Justin, and today I'm going to be talking about content marketing and SEO for your e-commerce store. Whether you are selling your own product, you're doing affiliate marketing, you are running advertising, display ads, you can use this kind of content strategy to get some easier wins. Not easy wins, but easier wins, and find really low competition keywords to try to target for topics and ideas. Okay. A lot of questions, buyer intent keywords, things like that. Just from my experience, I run a job board for one industry, well, at this point, two industries primarily. Last month, got about 12,000 total sessions. 8,000 of that came from organic search. So about exactly, it was like 1255 and then 12,055 sessions, 8,028 organic sessions. So really close to about 2/3 of all my total traffic came from organic searches. Google, Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, whatever. With that, around 30% of the revenue made came from organic. So huge chunk of traffic, low chunk of revenue. That's just on the initial, the first time. But I get a lot of direct traffic. That's where the bulk of my revenue comes from. Sorry, not a lot of traffic, but a lot of revenue comes from direct. People come to the website organically, leaving. They might come back, but they'll just type in the address bar, mywebsite.com, and then they'll spend money. But they wouldn't have found it initially if it wasn't for that organic search. Because I don't run any paid advertising. I don't know how to. I know how to. I just don't have expertise in running AdWords or Facebook ads or things like that. I do content marketing. So let's say your business is bullet journals. Okay. I use SERPstat because it's inexpensive. It's like $70 a month. It has everything I need. It's simple, easy to use. I like the filter features, and I'm just more familiar with it. I used it. I got it way back in the day when it was like $50 on AppSumo, but I upgraded, so now I have the basic level, exactly what I need. And again, you can use this even if you're not, an e-commerce store. You can use this if you're doing like product buying guides or informational articles, or even if a topic doesn't get a lot of organic search volume, you can still create these topics or these articles, videos, whatever, and use them in like a drip feed for your emails to lead people back to your website. So let's say your business is selling bullet journals. If you go on like SERPstat and you're looking like, I'm going to get some SEO and content marketing, you type in bullet journal, you got 22,000 results of keywords, bullet journals, how-to, hacks, supplies, a whole range of really an overabundance of keywords. And competition's there, and it's going to be really difficult to, just rank for bullet journal cheat sheet. It's odds of it happening are very, very low. So I put together a few, I call it my eCommerce filter. And I'm just going to go step by step and walk through it and why I chose the things I chose and things like that. So the first thing I have all tapped out. The first thing I do is have the search value set to at least 10. And that isn't to exclude things that have less than 10, searches per month estimated. It's more to get rid of the redundant results. Because you'll find that a lot of, so it went from 22,000 to 5,000 just by making sure that each keyword had at least 10 searches per month. A lot of those, like it might, let's see if I can find an example. So it might be like, all right, bullet journal stickers might get 1,300 searches, and then I'll have like stickers for bullet journal, which will have, 400, and then best bullet journal stickers for 2020 you might have like 1 to 5 searches or something like that. And it just takes that out because by writing an article about bullet journal stickers, you're gonna hit all those keywords anyway. So it just narrows it down, makes it easier to manage. Not necessarily, for the actual search volume, because I've written articles that had, an estimated search volume of 10, 20, 30, 50. and they bring in 1,500 organic searches per month, or organic visitors per month. It's just that's kind of how it goes. These are all estimates. They're not 100% accurate. So search volume to at least 10, primarily to get rid of those redundant keywords. The next thing is I filter out toponyms. Now this doesn't really apply to bullet journals, but a toponym is basically like a keyword modifier that includes a location. So it feels like if I was doing like pizza places, it'd be like pizza places New York, pizza places Seattle, pizza places Phoenix, Arizona. Unless you need that, you can just exclude all toponyms. It's in this case it doesn't really modify the results much, but you'll know if you have a business that needs those kind of modifiers on there, and you don't necessarily need to see that volume to create that content. Onward. All right, so I want to include keywords that include one of the following words with them. Questions: who, what, where, when, why, and how, because those will allow, that's going to build brand awareness. It's going to get people on searching for a specific, how-to bullet journal. People are going to be coming on looking for how to bullet journal. They're going to see the website. They're going to go, okay, well, what is this website? They're going to click around a little bit, say, oh, they sell bullet journals. Well, I already have one, but they help me out with how to start. And when I finish this one, I can come back here to buy another one. Just answering very basic questions, helping people, basically being an information resource. I should include do as well. Again, just do I need pencils for bullet journal? Things like that. Just really simple, to the point. Here's the question that they're asking. Here's the answer. There's also buying intent keywords. Buy, purchase, price, best. Where can I buy a bullet journal online? What is the best price for a bullet journal? Things like that. People are ready to buy. They're looking for that. Those are keywords you want to rank for. Versus, if you're going to compare and contrast, bullet journaling versus keeping a spreadsheet. You can write that article, say bullet journals are so much better than keeping a spreadsheet. If you want to get started bullet journaling, we sell bullet journals, call to action in that article. And also for. For is a great modifier because then you can really dig deep in different sub niches of whatever product you're selling or product you're promoting. So best bullet journal for SEOs, best bullet journal for Black people, best bullet journal for work. Things like that. You're really narrowing down. You might only get 50, 70 people looking for that a month, but when you're the only resource, well, you're the only resource. They have no choice but to go to you to find. So they will. They have no choice but to. Really great. You're not going to get a lot of, you're not looking at 60,000 searches per month for best bullet journal for work, but you write that article, you promote, you do a little call to action of your product in there, people are going to have no choice but to come to you. The next filter I have on here is special elements in the SERPs. SERPs is search engine results pages. Basically, when you type in bullet journal on Google and it shows you the list of 10 results, this is what's going out to the SERP. So you want to make sure you have does not include, and you don't want to have includes because it'll only include the ones that you have checked off. But I exclude everything except for featured snippet, because that's a great thing to have. Regardless of the new update where if you're in the featured snippet, you're not appearing on the first page. I haven't seen any change in traffic from that happening. It used to be like feature snippet and then like 2 or 3 as far as the results. I see 0 change in traffic from being in the featured snippet. I think it's still amazing. I don't think it is still amazing. I have related questions because they really don't affect your search at all. and related queries, which are at the end of an article or at the end of the SERPs. It has like people also searched for yada yada yada. Those are the only three I have unchecked. Everything else is competition. PPC blocks are just added competition. Depending on what your product is, you might have some other kind of things that'll show up. Again, just more competition for you. Not needed. Get it out of there. And last but not least, misspelled keywords. In the case of bullet journal, misspelled keywords doesn't change at all. But I also exclude misspelled keywords because all this does, instead of bullet journal with bullet with two L's, they'll say bullet with one L, and Google or Bing or whoever else automatically autocorrects that for people now. So misspelled keywords are just more crap to deal with as far as your ideas that you can talk about. So now that you have those filtered out, you can go through and look at, all right, you got a lot of questions, you got a lot of topics you can write about in order to get people to your website. Bullet journal for mental health. You can talk about how bullet journaling helps with mental health. If that's an area you want to dive into, if not, totally understandable. Where to get bullet journals. You sell bullet journals, you write an article, where to purchase bullet journals online, boom, you list yourself at number one because they can buy it from you. There you go. Bullet journals for men. Again, it might only get 260 estimated searches per month. I don't know if I'll be able to find. I know I tried earlier with I think stickers. What's on here? Bullet journal ideas for men. Men who bullet journal. You got all these different ideas. They can all go into the same article. You can hit all of those with one article. Start driving 300 additional people to your website. Basically, like the cost of 4 hours to write, format, edit, yada yada, an article for an extra 300 people a month. Even if you convert only 1%, 3 extra purchases a month, every month for 4 hours. I mean, depending on the volume you're doing, that could be worth it. Or better yet, you outsource that, pay somebody $30 to write it for you, and then it just works. It works all overnight. I have a screen over here that has my Google Analytics real-time pulled up at all time. And it is constantly going up and down, people coming on, searching for whatever articles I've written. And not all of the articles that are written have to be, a buyer intent behind them. Some of them are simply informational. Just get the brand, in their mind. Okay? Because if you sell bullet journals and you write articles, good pens for bullet journals, you might not even sell pens. You can link to other people. They're gonna remember your brand. They go to that, they see it, they click around. Okay, what other supplies for beginners? Okay, wow. What are the best pens for what? We saw good ones. What are the best though? Again, more information, more awareness. They're gonna come back to your brand and buy from you. Not only that, this is a much easier way to get backlinks for your e-commerce store. Because if all you do is have your product for sale and that's it, we're talking SEO now. Regardless of who said what, yada yada, backlinks matter so much in SEO, it's ridiculous. There are websites with absolutely terrible content that rank with a bunch of backlinks, and that's really it. And I've seen it with my own two eyes, and that's what it is. You're going to get a lot more organic backlinks, you're gonna get more natural backlinks from having articles written about your product, not necessarily about your product, but articles written around your product, around the topic or niche of your product. You'll get linked out to from other websites, from news articles, from publications, on people's forums and whatnot. They might not be the best links, but they're links nonetheless. And those links, if they don't drive, juice as far as SEO goes, they might just drive direct traffic. I get a few dozen visitors a day. simply from comments left on other people's stuff. Those links. In fact, I think last year I made like $1,300 simply from one comment left on one blog. That's just what it is. Another thing as far as the volume goes, okay, if you type in sticker, calendar stickers for bullet journal gets 10 searches a month, okay? Best bullet journal stickers, 10 more searches. Best stickers for bullet journal, 10. Printable stickers for bullet journal, 10. You might look and go, well, that's only 50 total searches per month. But like I said in the beginning, I've had articles written that said 20 estimated search results. Jam it out anyway, and they get 1,500. All right, and they drive an equivalent amount of revenue to the business because the people coming on, they're looking for this. They go, oh, they sell this. Let's check it out. They end up buying. If not, they join the mailing list. They buy later. If not, display ads. Get some money one way or another. Content marketing can work very well if you're going about it the smart way and not trying to, rank for bullet journal. Because the odds are you're probably not. You got to kind of dig deep and find these bullet journal spreads for students, doodles for bullet journals, how to organize a bullet journal, things like that. That's where you're going to win at. That's where you're going to find those not easy wins, but easier wins. And that is where you'll succeed in content marketing for your e-commerce store. Ciao. How the hell do I stop this?